Motherfucker.
No, leave it. He gonna get low right after the yo.
Back at it again, Dayroom Daily. Today we got Mac DNYC, Lady J in the background, and your boy Chulo, aka Poppy. You already know what it is.
Hello.
There we go. How we gonna get into it? All right. So it's a lovely day, right? It's a lovely day. I think so.
Yeah, it's actually a good day today.
It's a good day. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring it in. I know y'all see the clipboard right here. This was what we were supposed to use at first, but we decided the claps were better, or we just didn't have it at the time, and now we got it, and now we like, fuck, we gonna do with it. We gonna figure it out, but right now we just don't. We ain't got an answer for it. So I wanted to start this show off because we had somebody flake on us. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it.
So I said, yo, we still gonna put on the show for tonight because I need shit to edit. I gotta keep myself busy. Hands, idle hands or whatever the fuck that saying is.
And we want to keep y'all entertained.
On the Devil's Workshop.
Yeah, something like that. But I wanted to start this one off. Let's go with the topic of
Officer appreciation.
Oh yeah, let's start with the officer appreciation. So we want to send our appreciation because we don't know his name. We did a search, we couldn't find his name. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a correctional officer. It could be any officer that you see, any officer that you just want to recognize.
Don't matter the state.
And we want to shout out to the ATL officer. If you know, you know. The dude who did the whole
the donuts in the middle of the highway. Was it the highway or the expressway or something?
He took the dude off the road.
Yeah.
But what he did what's the Starsky and Hutch?
Jumped over the hood, pulled him out.
He did what he had to do. Shout out to that man right there for doing what he had to do. You ain't gonna just do donuts, hit people, and then drive away. We gonna stop you. That should have been the main focus. Now, if it would have happened in NYC, guaranteed, officers might have been like, "Yo, we got his license plate. We'll find him later."
No, it changed.
Oh, you said I heard that it was changing.
It's changing now.
The chase policy.
The chase policy in New York City is changing.
Are you not supposed to chase?
You weren't allowed to chase before.
That was an episode of Chicago PD. They changed that. Okay.
Well, in New York,
This is New York though.
NYC officers were not allowed to chase. You had to leave it for highway or something like that.
To chase in a vehicle or chase like on foot?
Yeah, vehicle.
In a vehicle
because anybody else could get hurt.
Yeah, on foot you can do what you want, but vehicle you can't chase. However, they changing that now. It's a lot to it, but officers can start chasing car pursuits is what it's called.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Good luck. But yeah, that's the officer appreciation for today. If we ever get his name, I'll throw it in there. If it comes out if I get his name beforehand, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen or whatnot.
Yeah, so shout out to all the officers as well in Atlanta doing y'all thing. We appreciate y'all.
Now, I wanted to start this off because the last episode we had a lot of subliminal shots for suit and tie wearers, right? Shit like that. So that's
old heads.
Yeah, basically. And I'm old, so think about who the old heads are.
Exactly. I'm old too, baby.
So when it came to shit like that, I brought it up to why is the old guard hating on a new guard instead of helping? And we brought this topic up in one of the segments where it was like, you said it best, you was like, nobody wants to train their replacements.
They don't. It's sad, but true.
Now,
well, not sad, but
this is what I have a problem with is I'm not trying to be nobody's replacement.
Simply trying to coexist.
Right? And fuck coexisting because why would an NFL player be hating on an NBA player? We're not even in the same league. We don't have the same thing. The only thing that we can say that we are together on, or that you can say, yo, we play sports.
Well, in their minds, though, they might look at they have a different perspective of it. It could be more like we're the NBA, you're college basketball, but you're trying to graduate to where we are, and now you're our competition. You know what I mean? They're trying to stop you before you get to that level where you think you can compete.
And this is where I would always have a problem because I am never trying to knock somebody out of position. right? You fall out of position because I'm better than you, but I will never try to knock you out of position. Just what it is. There's certain topics that I like. There were certain things that were brought to my attention that I didn't know beforehand. Why didn't I know about this beforehand? Because apparently you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do.
Facts.
You knew about me before I knew about you,
And you was out longer.
and you've
Much
been doing
longer.
your thing. So
Was he
why
though?
the fuck would you have a problem?
Were they though? I mean,
They were doing a thing.
okay, there we go.
They was
But
doing
That
why
sounds
the,
more accurate.
why the fuck would you have a problem with the thing I'm doing?
So, again, nobody wants to train their replacements. It's more like,
But
it's
see-
like nobody wants to see their replacements
we-
come in.
Again, we're
We,
not
we talk
They
about
fought for.
we just talk about two different things.
We're
Like,
not
we,
replacements.
we could talk about the same, have the
To
same
you.
topic, but
Because-
it's just a different.
In life, never mind the show. In life, you march to the beat of your own drum. You're not worried about what somebody else is doing because you're worried about what the fuck you're doing about you. You don't worry about anybody else. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that same mentality. They have to worry about what everybody else is doing in relation to what they're doing and or just what everybody's doing, period. They can't focus on themselves because they need to worry about someone else to make sure that they don't have one competition lined up, two, their replacements lined up, three, anything. They just want to worry about something else so they don't have to focus on themselves.
So I will state this now. It's never me competing against anybody unless it's somebody going crazy. Like I say, oh, I want those type of numbers. I want the millions type of numbers. So
But
if we
it's not
still in
even
the same
competition.
box, I don't want that crab in the barrel theory. Hold on. So I just want to let it be known. This platform, again, is for people who have been in front of that thin blue line and behind that thin blue line. AKA, if you have a story to tell, I want to hear about it. I don't care which part of the story it comes from. I'm not here to to silence anybody. If that's your story, that's your story. Oh, you got incarcerated? That's your story. Oh, you got arrested? That's your story. I will let you spit your story. I'm not one to stop that. Have a drink with me. Let's discuss what you went through. Let's have a good time, right? That's what this platform is here for. It's for people to let us to let things be known. It's not just for my voice, because clearly there's episodes where you don't even see me.
Facts.
I'm not even on camera certain episodes. I ain't got a problem with it. I don't need the attention. I love attention. Don't get that fucking twisted. But I don't need the attention. I'll let anybody up here sit. Like I was literally just texting my man. I said, I need you on the show. He goes, nah. I understand why. Because he can't accept that kind of attention. He's a low-key dude.
Sideline, baby. Get the sideline,
He
Mike.
get the sideline.
On
He get the
stage.
sideline. But yeah, he's a real low-key dude. So he never wants to be on camera. And I know
That.
with his lifestyle, I understand it. I didn't know about, like, trust me, I didn't really want to be on camera forever. I'm like, nah, I don't want people seeing who I am. The show, I was supposed to be in the background for the show, to be honest with you.
I took your spot, my bad.
Wait, what? Yo, you definitely
She
did.
did take, she
Yeah,
did
you
take a
definitely
spot.
did.
Yeah.
Like I was supposed to be the voice in the back. Like I was not supposed to be up here. I was supposed to be on some Vlad shit. That's the type, like that's who I would inspire to be. I don't inspire to be, honestly, I don't inspire to even be the voice of corrections. I don't aspire to be the voice of anything. I inspire.
Your own voice in general,
There you
period.
go.
It doesn't matter.
I always want to be.
You? You wanna be you? That's it. I've known you for the past 24 years or so.
So
I've never known you to try to be like anybody else.
head coach, when it comes down to the getting hated on,
It's always gonna happen.
yeah, it's always gonna happen. Hate on me, right?
We just started though, damn.
I mean,
This
this
is what, the 17th episode? This is the 17th episode.
is it 17?
17th fucking episode. 17th episode. Hate. I'm like, how we get hate?
We just started.
We had our show called shit, and this is where the old guy gets me fucked up. Or this is when I start like, well, why would you even pull this shit? Because the older, whoever's doing it, motherfuckers been doing shows for however long. Great. You see somebody trying some new shit, AKA myself, why not reach out to me and say, yo, brother, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this.
Because if you advance, that means that you might be on their level eventually.
Yeah,
In their minds, you know what I mean?
Okay, but when we want to build, like, why wouldn't you want?
Crabs in the barrel, baby.
I can't understand it.
Because that's not you.
I can't understand it. Like,
That's not you. That's
Shout
not you.
out
That's not
to-
me. That's not Chulo.
shout out to Said he was it Valdez? Said because he definitely he hit somebody else up because he didn't want to come at me directly, but he hit somebody else up. He was like, yo, he wanted to talk to me about lighting. I'm all about it. Like, if you got a suggestion for me,
Yeah.
let me know. Like, you could talk to me directly. I'm Dayroom Daily Dogs. It's in the description. I answer all chats. I answer everything.
I mean, the reality is, our first show that we didn't have cameras, we didn't have lighting, we didn't have any of that. It
Oh, you
was
talking
all
about? But you
voice.
talking about the old show?
Yeah.
That was years ago.
It was years ago. What I'm saying is, at this point, this is a new realm for us, basically. You know what I mean? So we tried the first part where it was only the voice. So now we're doing the cameras and stuff like that too. This is new for us. We're learning. It is what it is.
I'm on a path to learning. I don't know shit about the way cameras work. I didn't know shit about editing. I didn't know shit about lights. I'm learning all this shit as I go. My issue would
You're doing
be,
a great job.
why wouldn't you reach out and say, yo, you could do this. Yo, have you tried this? Because in my head, people ask me this shit. Yo, Mac, how do you try? Oh, I got you. This is what you need. I'm over here trying. I'm like, I enjoy helping people. And I could never, in my mind, see myself being threatened by somebody else's success or just, I don't even have success. How the fuck are you threatened by me?
Listen, you started it, you're successful. That's it.
I'm like, yo, I blew a bag to get this shit up and running. I'm fucking happy and thankful that I did that because I said in my mind, this is something that I wanted to do, and I made that shit happen.
And thank you for inviting me.
And I will also say, I was happy for the voice. I was happy for the opportunity. I didn't do this shit because I said, yo, I want to make money. I didn't say, I didn't even look at other people's shit because I was like,
Focus
voice.
on our stuff.
I focus on me and the people around me, and I make sure I have good people around me at all times, and I make sure if there's any issues, we address it. So that's what this one is I'm just trying to figure out the mindset of someone that would even hate on you.
You're trying to apply logic to something that's illogical, in my opinion.
I don't get the illogical part about that though.
You're not supposed to. That's why it's illogical. That's the whole point.
I'm just like, yo, why would I don't get it.
You're not supposed to. That's why it's illogical.
Because if we want to take aim at shit, we can take aim at shit. But why?
We going through all that. On to our topics. We done put too much time into that bullshit.
Copy.
We got shit to do. Let's go.
Public service announcement.
Yeah, that's my fault. I went on
So,
a.
we done
I
a
go
little
off on
rant.
a
That's
little
all right.
yeah,
That's
little
what it was.
I
tangent.
get that it didn't make any sense to you trying to figure it out, but it's something that you can't really make sense of because it doesn't make any sense. That's the end.
Oh, but
You know?
I'm happy about the people that I have in my corner because guess what? We're gonna figure it out all together.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? We actually that's how this shit came together. Cause remember you and Adonis BK, shout out about Adonis BK, he couldn't make it. And Lady J, y'all started this on episode 1.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it. Adonis hit me up. I pulled up. I was supposed to be just a viewer.
And we
they-
ain't get rid of him
Yeah,
since.
yeah, they
You like
gave-
Steve Urkel. You came on one
motherfuckers
time for a guest appearance. And boom.
gave me a mic and I just did my thing and you know
Motherfuckers.
everybody likes the character I play on the show and
love
we
you,
just
Chulo.
we just keep going, you
Shout
know.
out to that because when you
So-
because that's when I first started getting my text messages.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's how
everything's
the Bozo moment started.
everything's a work in
Yeah.
progress, man.
And there you go. I like when shit just progresses naturally.
That's dope.
I like when shit progresses naturally. Like the shit. Adonis said, "Yo, get Chulo on the show. He gonna send the background. He gonna watch. Bring that motherfucker. Little mic in his hand. He started talking. Motherfuckers loved the shit he was saying. Yo, come on. And that's the same thing I tell everybody. Yo, once you come on once, you always got the welcome back, right? Especially if you get the brick wall, because soon you might see a black wall behind us. You know, it's not. That's you got to schedule that appointment. Because I can't be having inmates around me and shit like that. But I want them on the show, but I can't. They're gonna get the black wall.
Yeah.
So we're gonna rent something out. Like, you have niggas in my crib like that. What the fuck you talking about?
We gonna figure it out on the way as we go. So.
There you go. It's a puzzle, and we just keep putting pieces to it. But I want to bring that to relationships between officers And I don't mean like
Sexual
a
relationships
relationship,
or
because
Friendships
boyfriend,
is-
girlfriend type shit.
I do want to have a whole segment dedicated to that, just not yet, because there's a difference between single, and law enforcement single. So I want to just bring that to people's attention, right? Cause
Facts. No, that's true. 100%.
shit
correct.
real,
Yeah.
shit that you see.
The stories out there.
Yeah, those stories is crazy.
It comes out in the newspaper sometimes. You know?
Generally, when somebody gets shot,
Yeah, you know. So
generally when somebody gets shot, that was like the thing, People get shot.
yeah. Oh, you don't watch the news.
You can't put guns and officers in
We're not
relationships
just talking
together.
about just corrections, like
Nah, yeah.
you know, all law enforcement.
sure.
Okay, so I don't watch the
Asian
news because it's depressing, you know. But
Oh, we could
What?
talk about that big case what happened in Texas or something like that.
wait, what the
With-
fuck? Wait, tell me.
That's what we
with-
trying to get to.
with-
God, he
with
didn't
the,
tell me.
She was a officer and her husband was home and like fucking threw her out through the whole command and shit. Everybody ran through her.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you talking about that? No, that was you talking about not the one that was enjoyable.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Not the one that everybody was hitting it.
Yeah.
No, that was good. That
No,
was
not
good
the,
money.
not the,
You know what
not,
I'm saying?
not the white
Well,
lady.
that's-
Yeah, a little white lady, but that's officer
That's
shit.
officer law enforcement relationship
That's
right
law-
there.
So wait, you says her husband? What?
Nah, her husband stayed with her.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he knew shit was happening.
maybe he was coupled.
Yeah.
He knew about it. And
No, he probably
he,
was the one setting it up. Like, hey, my
he didn't
I
care.
just wanna, you know.
And everybody was running
That's what
through
it
it.
is.
But you know,
Like,
that's
you
law
ain't hear
enforcement
about
relationship
you
right
ain't
there.
hear about no shootings. You ain't hear about no crazy shit, right? Because they was calm. It was chill. You know, it's
Yeah,
whatever.
that one was calm.
Wait, what story did we hear about their shooting?
Oh shit! Like what was that? Maybe 9 months ago, a little Asian chick shot
The girlfriend?
shot her girl in Queens.
Yeah.
They were cops?
They were cops.
She was a cop.
Yeah, she came home and saw her girl with another girl and
Not even her girl, her ex girl at the time.
oh yeah, that and just bang bang and
Little Asian chick.
shit happened.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Law enforcement relationship is crazy, but we're not here to talk about that part.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that
We're
part
gonna get into
we
it.
could we can hold off on that one. But
We
I
get
want
into
to
it.
talk. That is definitely one because I want to talk about officer relationships. I don't know shit about officer relationships because I never had a relationship while I was an officer. I've had hoes, but I never had a relationship.
We're not gonna use that word.
And I've been a hoe, so it's just what it is. Like I
Talk
know,
about it.
We're not gonna use that word.
All right, I've had fuck buddies, but some of them had relationships.
Okay, then we use hoe.
But that's what we trying to say. Like it's a difference, all that. But we gonna get into that in another episode, man. But
I'm just kidding.
yeah,
We're
but
not
what-
gonna use that word.
I want to talk about it because, like, let's say problems between officers, and when you in this line of work, you generally find a brotherhood, a brother sisterhood. The people you work closest with will generally hold you down in any situation, right? So, what I'm trying to figure out is how we actually come to a divide when it comes to those type of situations.
What do you mean?
as in somebody that let's say has more time than somebody just coming in, right?
Or no, even
Or
like
just in general, like
in
between
general,
me and you type
yeah,
shit.
yeah, like somebody came out with
Gotcha.
you, right? You might have came out together, y'all.
Like
y'all-
graduated together?
Yeah, y'all
Right.
chilling, y'all
Yeah,
chilling.
like we graduated together.
we doing
Yeah,
everything
came out
together.
together.
Bong, 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 bong.
Wait.
Go down the line a year from now.
Yeah.
We don't even fuck with each other. How is that? And I don't understand how that can happen in an officer setting.
It depends. Like, let's put it like this. Like, we're the academy. We got our own company. Because remember, the academy, me and you, we ain't really talk.
Nah.
We ain't even know each other. We get to the same building, and then that's when we started talking.
Were you there when I? Yeah.
So that,
He wasn't there during the test I took, right?
What's us?
What's
The
us?
test.
No.
Okay,
He's
that's
talking
something-
about the other.
Oh Lord Jesus, pay me no mind.
so then
Wow.
you could lose miscommunication
Give me a
with,
second. I'm sorry.
yeah, you
My
could
bad.
you could lose miscommunication with people that was in your class because they went to a different building.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Cut that out.
But then is where we in the same building and we just got an issue between each other type shit.
Yeah, so like you had, all right. What made you? All right, you had a incident. It kind of got on camera. Like the first time you got on, I got text messages about it. At the same time, you said I still fucks with the dude, so there wasn't like a love lost between that.
Oh, nah. I just don't take shit personal. Hey, people that know me know that I don't give a fuck. So
Well, the reality is, when it comes to classroom training, y'all are put there not by your own, on
But
your
I'm
own
not talking
volition.
about classroom. I'm talking about.
we talk about.
That's not what I mean.
We
We said as far as
graduate.
relationships, you graduate and sometimes you drift apart.
Yeah.
In the classroom, you didn't choose to be together. You just happen to be together. That's your circumstance at the time. When you grow and you get to learn a person, some people you know that you just click with, some people you just don't. So after you're done being in that setting where you're forced to be together, you're not gonna choose to be together with somebody you don't fuck with like that. You know what I mean? Even if you do fuck with them, sometimes you still don't want to hang with them like that. You know what I mean?
But I like what I'm saying.
But that's where the brother line come in.
Yeah, because in this setting, guess what? It don't fucking matter if you like me or not. You gotta have my back.
No,
Yeah.
that's a different. That's a job thing versus a social thing. What I'm saying is,
All right.
on a job, I'll have your back.
Yeah, I see
I
what
don't
she's
fuck with
saying.
you outside of work.
I like that, right?
You know what I mean?
But now, how do you lose that?
How do you lose that? Because I don't fuck with you. Period. Some people you know who you can hang with. Some people you know you can just be in a job with and be cool with. Some people you know that you can, it's different.
Damn.
Like
Yeah, she
different
talking
friends.
about the
You know what I
difference
mean?
between like work partners, so we could talk at work. but
Yeah,
then
like you got
once we
people
out
that
of
you
work
can do.
is completely different.
Like, you know how you separate
You know
your
what I'm
friends.
saying?
You know what friends you can bring around other friends.
No,
Some
you do
friends
that.
you have to nigga. You know how to separate your ass.
You separate me. Yeah, I know. That's
Yes.
what I said. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We've had our situations, but you've gotten a lot better over the years, so I'll give you that.
I separate nobody.
Because you are the issue sometimes. What do you mean? You don't have to separate it.
That's-
The rest of us are normal. But, like I said, you've gotten better, so it's okay. But what I'm saying is you separate certain categories that you put people in. Some people you can fuck with, some people you can't. On different levels. It is what it is. It's levels to this shit. That's it.
Yeah,
Ain't quote me on that. It's levels to this shit.
that was some shit.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, Meek Mill. That's what Meek Mill said.
You just like I'm sitting here on my high
Don't quote
horse.
that nigga.
I'm sitting here on my high horse thinking like, how could you not fuck with somebody that you work with? And when you said something and it triggered it,
You
and I
already
was
know
like,
certain people you don't fuck with.
Fuck, there was definitely an officer where
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, I
true.
never want to hang out with this dude.
Exactly.
And I,
Yeah, you're right. There's people like that, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the work relationship,
Work is different.
work, we all got each other's backs. Right.
Having your back is your job.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I have to fuck with you personally. Like, we could be on a job all day. Some shit break out, I got you. But I ain't got to talk to your ass the whole time we there. Because I don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah,
that
that's
is crazy.
That's true.
Because that is exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
I
how
don't,
it
I
be.
don't have to fuck with you. I'm not getting paid to talk to you on a personal shit. We ain't got to have no conversation. Make sure you watch my back. I watch yours. That's what our job description says. That's the end.
But you know sometimes it could be a test.
A test. What
Put
do you
it
mean?
like this, like I know there was this one officer, female,
Uh-huh.
from my building. Me and her, we cool. But when I first came out, like she was just like the loud mouth in the building, cursing everybody out. You could even talk to this girl. When my first words with her was asking for a delegate,
She coming on?
and yeah, and she just completely just blacked on me. Do you see her here? So why you here? She's not here. And I'm like, yo, I'm just asking a question. Like, why you coming
I
at
know
me?
exactly what
So
you're
I
talking
said,
about.
you know what? Fuck it. I ain't even gonna talk to her. But then later on, we end up stepping outside together. We hung out and shit, and we just became cool.
Cool as shit
That
outside of
happens.
work.
Yeah,
It happens
cool.
sometimes.
You know what I'm
Because,
saying? Yeah.
I would imagine for a female, you have to have a certain persona that you put on there because you have to maintain.
No, that's her.
No, that's
not- it's not-
But
it's not the
so put it like this. Let's say, like we was working together.
Still-
You on the job already. I first came out, and I'm asking you, yo, where's such and such person? That's the only question I ask you.
No,
I don't know
I
you.
got what you said.
And you just black out on me.
Yeah, but so my thing is though, certain people, normal people, I'm gonna say not your
I've seen her
ass.
black out on people
Yeah.
Me?
for no reason.
Me?
You can't have a certain weight.
No, you can't have shoes on the couch type shit. Yeah. I remember you
She
ain't know.
deserved that, okay?
You see, but that's
exactly what she thought
that's-
about him.
yeah, that's what she said. But then later on we got cool, and to this day me and her is cool. There's no bad
I mean,
blood between us.
Sometimes it takes you to get warming up to people also. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I don't think you should black out on people for no apparent reason. You know what I mean? But in your mind, it might be a reason, a valid reason. But the reality being, if you could apologize after the fact and see through it, that works.
We don't need you to apologize. I would never guess she would apologize, but
Nah, she won't.
she would never apologize because she don't see it was nothing wrong.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything. It wasn't malicious. It was just that was who she is.
But she's not like that outside of work.
No, she like that.
But
She like that outside of work, but it's only if she don't fuck with you.
okay.
You know what
So
I'm
on the
saying?
job, she ain't fuck with you yet.
Yeah, I guess because I just came out, we didn't know each other. So yeah.
Okay.
You'll
That's
be there.
sounds like a defense
You know what I'm
mechanism.
saying? But
You'll meet her.
I don't see the defensive. I'm just
You'll meet
asking a simple question.
As long as she don't come with no bullshit, she alright.
I don't know if you can win.
Anyways, but yeah, you know, stuff like that happens on the job. But there's other officers there. You just
Sweet as shit. She's sweet as shit. She ain't gonna come with no bullshit.
We should be we should be cool because I come in peace. You know what I mean? Unless you, you know.
White, I got you.
Oh, don't say that.
I've only ever seen you snap at white chicks.
When have you ever seen me snap at somebody else besides that one?
So you got one white chick, so it was a white chick. You snapped at a white chick, so
The
you.
way you said it was like it was multiple people. It was only one, only them.
Dayroom.
That's how I was looking at it when it came to officer relationships. But then when you said that shit, all I keep thinking about is I could reverse that. But
oh, you talking about the one from
our class,
my class, right? 'Cause me and him was in the same class.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah,
Not Johnny Bravo. Because Johnny Bravo was with me. Johnny Bravo was with me.
Yeah, you talking about with the nigga him was in the
Haffy. He was a Dominican.
Yeah.
God, well, damn, you gotta take that out.
Me and him was in the same class.
Like when I listen to it, I just reverse that shit. I don't even need the clap.
Clap back in then.
But yeah, no, yeah, like somebody like him, I could never see myself hanging out with that dude. And that's because I can't do the big machismo. I can't do anybody who tries to impress. I don't like people who try to impress me.
Yeah, that gets weird.
Ever. Like the minute I feel like you're trying to impress me, I can't fuck with you.
But why is he trying to impress you though? It's weird. It's like you don't have any power over him or.
There's just some people just like that.
People are shitting on me. I ain't got no power over them.
Okay. I guess
don't
that's
get
sort of
it.
the same category.
I really don't get it. I don't get it. I don't.
We ain't about to give him too much power. That's it.
Yeah, no. When I look at it, damn, I got a fucking mosquito. Is that a mosquito? That's definitely a mosquito.
Oh no, because the window's open.
I started thinking of jokes. All right, so when it came to when it came to officer relationships like that, okay, so we got people. There was certain people like, all right, if you didn't fuck with anybody outside of work, but you definitely always had their back at work. I forgot. I had a line of thought. I just had something going.
Oh. If you don't fuck with people outside of work, but you fuck people inside of work,
I just had a brain fart.
it'll come back to you.
It'll come back.
I would think you were talking about people just separating the two, a personal relationship versus business relationship.
Hold on. All right, wait. So you
You
said all right.
Nunez, you don't.
No. Goddamn. Yeah. Hold on. Fuck that.
That's what you was talking about. That's what you left off at.
No, but all right, with you, when you had was there somebody at work that you didn't fuck with? Like I gave you mine. Was there somebody at work that you was like, nah, I can't fucking see myself hanging out with him? Because like, I want to say when it came to me, I tried to hang out with. I was willing to hang out with everybody.
Except that one person.
Yeah.
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 So was there one
If
person
he didn't
for
say
you?
yeah, I said it for him.
Yeah. Was there one person for you?
Yo, honestly, man. Yeah, there was. But just like you, I was, I always try to hang out. The thing with me is I don't like to hang out with people I can't trust. So, me not knowing you, I don't trust you, so I don't want to hang out with you.
Uh-huh.
So it took time. Adonis BK was actually the first person. Mills. And Adonis was the first two people I started hanging out with, and then through Adonis, I met everybody else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how, I got into the mix.
How the fuck did I meet people?
But then,
Being you.
let me see. There was this one dude that I just couldn't talk to him. I think it was a common thing with this dude. He was
Dayroom.
I ain't fuck with that one. Like there was just one individual, right?
Yeah, it wasn't too many. It wasn't too many, but there was just people out there that I wouldn't fuck
You
with.
know what it was? I think it was a lot of. I don't believe they would ever hold me down.
That brings a part into the.
That's a trust thing.
Yeah, it
If
brings a
there's no
part into the
trust, that's a
thing.
problem.
Yeah.
And as an officer, you gotta have trust. Like,
I think that's what it is too, because we work in a difficult environment where we need somebody to work with somebody that's gonna
It's a
be
life or
there
death
for us.
environment.
You know what I'm saying, because now shit go left and you just run. So people take that from the job and bring it outside. So if you like that in the job,
then you're gonna be like that.
you're gonna be
outside.
like that outside, because there's no way you changing from inside to outside. You get what I'm saying? There's no difference.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm all the way with you on
Yeah,
that.
so that's where correctional officers, I guess, base off their relationships, or that's how.
All right, okay. Well, you was there when classes came out after you. What made you say, yo, I fucks with this person?
Damn, that's a difficult one. I don't know. I guess I put it to the test, like, yo, because remember they had to shadow us anyways. So then those that came with me,
Shout out to everybody who got the people to shadow them. I never got people to shadow because I work midnight. They don't
Yeah,
do
so-
midnight shadowing.
the people that shadowed me, and I had to teach them the job.
Crazy.
I was the type to leave you in there by yourself and then just walk off.
See
And
what
but
you gonna do?
I watch
Keep your
you.
eye, keep
You
your
know what
eye.
I'm saying? I'm not leaving you there by yourself. And I would tell you, like, yo, listen, like, you been with me past 2 days. I want to know how you will handle yourself. Because at the end of the day, once you off this program, you by yourself. So
There's
then,
no help.
yeah, so then these people, I will put them out. Like, yo, look, I'm going to be in here. I'm going to watch you. Just do your thing. You feel me? Don't be nobody else. Just do you.
On some baby dare shit.
Yeah, so then I would throw them in there by themselves, and then sometimes I'll test them. So I did, like, there was this one girl I had, but I wouldn't throw her or anybody to, like, some inmate that I know is just going to get
Wow.
crazy, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. So I had a good rapport with an inmate. Me and him used to joke around. Every time we saw each other, we joke around, whatever. So he was in the house I had somebody shadowing, and I was inside the bubble, and I had told her at the time, yo, listen, I'm gonna leave you alone by yourself. I'm gonna let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just watch you from in here. So she's like, cool, no problem, boom. Inmate was at work, he came back with like a tray. He came back with a tray of food. He walks in, and then I call the officer, I'm like, yo, he wasn't supposed to walk in with the tray. So try to get it from him. If not, I'll just come in here and, I'll help you out. So she was like, all right, cool. And she actually tried to get the tray from the dude.
That says a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so she
Just that
tried.
little-
So just with her doing that, was like, yo, I could fuck with you because you actually try to do something.
Got a little heart there, girl.
Yeah, you
There
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah, I definitely fuck with her. I forgot her name, but I definitely fuck with her. And, we was cool. It turned out that the inmate ended up looking inside the bubble and saw me laughing. And he was just like, yo, listen, he's just joking around type shit. She looked, and I was just like, yo, just come. And then I explained the whole situation to her. And I was like, yo, listen, I only did that because at the end of the day, it's going to be a time where you by yourself, and you're going to have to go through that situation.
So wait, was he not supposed to have the?
No, he was.
Oh, okay,
he
you
was,
fucking-
but I was just
Oh.
trying to build the character that she needed as a correctional officer, and just with her, trying to do it, showed that she had the character.
I'd have cursed your
Cause
ass out.
it'd be some officers where you're like, yo, try to get this, and they're like, no, I'm not going.
There's literally
So then you get if I get an officer like that, I'm like, yo, you can't come back here, bro. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
because
teaching you.
If it comes
I
to
can't
situation
teach
where
you.
It has to be done.
Exactly.
You're not, no.
Because
So-
what it is if you can't do the little things, how the fuck am I gonna expect you to hold me down with the big things?
Exactly. So
It
she
could be a
did
life or death
try.
situation, so no.
Yeah, and then I explained to her, why I did it and shit, and she wasn't even mad. Like she took it as like, okay, now I know how to work and boom, 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 and she became a real good officer.
Now, I will say this, like the person I always say I don't fuck with, he told a story. He didn't tell a story. He set an officer up. Somebody was shadowing him. Like I don't get somebody to shadow me, but this punk ass motherfucker got somebody to shadow him. Right?
You pointed at me. It's not me.
No,
though, so
I went
somebody-
this way. I went to the back.
Making sure.
Nah, so he goes, you know what he tells the chick? Because I found this out later. She was like, yo, no, he's working 404 South. I'm gonna edit that.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Mr. Bravo motherfucker. So he goes, He goes, yo, you got to be careful on this floor. This is what he's telling a new female officer, freshly out on training. You got to be careful on this floor. You got rapists, you got all types of shit. So you always got to be mindful of shit like that. But he's in the pussiest house that you could possibly be in.
He wanted to make his job seem like it was more important. than
Yes, to make himself look bigger.
Bitch.
I'm like, and when I heard that shit, I said, and Shorty was a good officer. She looked like that chick right there. I was like, damn, I wish I remembered her name too. But Shorty was a good officer. Shorty was out there busting her fucking ass. Shorty took houses that man wouldn't take.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that shit like, and when she told me that shit, I was really disappointed. I was disappointed in him, but I was like, sounds about right.
Exactly.
Because I was like, you don't
It's all
generally
right.
have to worry about shit like that. Look, this. I'm giving her the real rundown, not because this job is going to be easy if she knows the real, but I don't need her thinking that if I step out here, I'm going to get raped. Like, imagine telling a new officer like what you trying to get her scared to run out? Tell her what the job is. Don't tell her what the worst day could possibly be. If we're looking at rapes, especially on the island, a dude got a better chance to get raped than you do. They're not gonna like, yo, you know what happens to like
Why are you laughing?
it's what it is. Like, what are you talking? Like, I'm looking at that like that sounded crazy to me. To tell a female officer that on this floor. We're not even on like
You're not even like where
this
all
ain't even
the-
max inmates. Like
all the murderers and rapists is there. You're not even in that section of the jail, bro. You just there with like people that did like
Shoplifting.
they're like, yeah,
shoplift-
like bums and
or
shit.
hop the train type shit. Like
Like this is who you here with, and this is what he told you the description of this place. Why would you even tell her some shit like that? Like that's not making her a stronger officer. It's making her like it's getting her head. Granted, she was a strong officer off rip. She's like, man, fuck that. I ain't gonna take none of that shit. And I said, oh, that was me. That was my introduction to her. She was strong on the meat. So I'm like, for him telling her that was probably because he felt
I
threatened.
got along.
Oh, me and her, yeah. It felt like he was threatened, so he was trying to put fear in her.
he wanted to show the machismo.
And that's why I can't fuck with officers like that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're like, what are you doing?
That's sad because there's a bunch of officers like that, and they teaching these new officers.
There was an
what I'm
officer
saying?
with
So-
10 plus years, right? He later ran for union rep, and he spelled his name wrong.
What?
No, he didn't spell his name. He had the flyer, and the shit had the wrong shit in there. He was retarded, right? And I'm like, yo, this man is straight.
You can't use that word. It's politically incorrect.
All right, I might reverse that.
Challenged.
Yeah, he was all right, you look at the clock, you know, tick, tick, he was a second slow. Right? And I'm looking at this motherfucker like you spelled shit wrong on your campaign run. Like,
Why not do a freaking autocorrect or something? What's
'cause
wrong with
he
you? Why would
was
you not
he wasn't the brightest
spell
buck.
check it?
And when I met
Somebody
him,
else spell check it.
right, there was me and there was another new person with me.
Uh-huh.
And he's looking at me and he thinks I have time.
Oh, this is when you were new.
Yeah. So he starts reminiscing. And he's trying to reminisce with me.
And you're like,
So I'm like, and he's like, yo, remember back in the day, and he's doing all this shit, trying to shit on a new officer that's right here.
and you're like, nigga, I'm a new officer.
I'm with the officer. So he doesn't even realize he's reminiscing while he's shitting on him, he's trying to shit on me at the same time. He doesn't realize that. Man spelled his name, he spelled some shit wrong on his run for campaign, whatever. Loser ass motherfucker. Now, this motherfucker has to train people. First of all, this is one of your delegates. I'm not
He's
paying
a
union
delegate,
fees after
but
that.
he's being
No, he's
a
no.
total dick.
But you got to understand
He
that
wanted to be a delegate.
this man is also in charge of trying to help new people come in.
Let's confirm we're not talking about Silver Fox.
I would never say that about
Nah,
somebody.
nah,
You don't
he
even have to
was
put that in
silent,
there.
bro. He was silent.
For people who somebody might think that you're talking because you said
No.
delegate.
No, but it was like, yo, like what is? But this is the type of people. Somebody he became a delegate later.
Yes.
That's when he was running for delegate, and nobody chose him. Why would we?
And he was mad. He was upset about that.
Why would we?
It's like, yo, bro, you like
You tried to shit on a new officer
Yeah.
by talking to me, and he doesn't realize I'm like. And shout out R.I.P. to Francois, because Francois
well, Francois is good officer.
looked
Rest
at
in
me,
peace,
and
bro.
I looked at him, and I said, yo, he's a fucking clown. He goes, as long as you know, and just put his head down. Because he knew. Before he knew that he was a clown. He just wanted to see if I was going to pick up on it.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm new. That's why I looked at me. He just wanted to know if I was going to pick up on it. I said, this is a clown.
He wasn't gonna tell you, but he was hoping you saw.
And he looked, he said, like, everything was,
He knew.
he said, yo, this motherfucker's a clown. And those are the officers I was like, we can never have a relationship outside of work. Just what it is.
Okay.
Just what it is. But that's an officer that had to train people. You think I want somebody that's shitting on other officers to train me? The only officers I will shit on is the officers that will never have your back. I can't tell a bad story about an officer that will have your back and me be like, yo, I'll tell you, look, that motherfucker's going to be there for you. He ain't shit, but he going to be there for you. I can say that. Those motherfuckers wouldn't be there for you. That motherfucker that did that shit, not the one that told the shorty that, because he wouldn't be there for you either. Like, he was scared shitless. I've never even seen him on a team. And come to think of it, I've never seen him on a team. Never seen him on a team. Crazy to me. Everybody got a story about being on a team. I don't know if he got in because he just hide. The other motherfucker, the union delegate, he was on the team, always the camera.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too.
Always the camera.
The camera is generally reserved for the smallest or the female of the team.
They hold the camera to record something.
Yeah, they record like when you get into a situation with an inmate.
Okay.
That the team come through, yeah, it gets recorded, so there's no allegations later on from inmate towards one of the officers there. So everything gets recorded. So usually, you know, when you join the team, everybody looks out for somebody.
You always got to roll.
So, yeah. So that the camera's always to like.
Just make sure everything is copacetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could say the weakest link, but not all the time. But
It's not, yeah, because I remember one team.
I did the camera one time, man.
I was the camera.
And they forced me on it. It was a team with straight females. I was the only male.
Put you as the camera.
And I was like, yo, let me get the shield or legs. It was like, no, you taking the
Hold on,
camera.
who that?
Nobody's there. You taking the camera, we gonna fuck this guy up. I said, no
Somebody
problem.
didn't knock?
No, it's nobody there.
Hold on,
So-
somebody knocked.
Dayroom.
All right, hold on. Let's get back to it.
Like
Okay,
it's a task.
my fault. Yeah, nah. We thought people was at the door. I'm gonna start that shit. Fuck that. So
Did you lock it?
No,
That's the
I
problem.
know how far the guns are. You got me right. You better hold it down. All you gotta do is pull the trigger. It's loaded.
So just
Clearly.
toss it over here, and that's it.
Nah, don't even toss it. Pull that shit.
The safety on?
There's no
no
safety.
safety.
The safety is my finger not being on that
There's
trigger.
no safety. Oh God, what you got over here?
Don't touch it. It's safe.
I ain't touching it. I ain't touched the whole time I've been over here.
Family Guy, not Family Guy, American Dad rules. Shorty said, guns kill people. Nigga took his gun out, put it on the table. He said, kill. I was dying at that part. I was like, yo, he's dead right. All right. Set it off. Finish your story about being on the all girls.
So yeah, I was on the team. Like the alarm came off, and then I ran to the alarm so we could suit up. And next thing you know, it's just me and like 4 or 5 females. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm the only dude here. Was everybody else?
Oh shit.
So we suiting up, and I'm like, yo, let me, be the first one in to see what's going on. Straight out, they just kicked me all the way to the back and said, hey, you gonna do the camera. So I had to record all of them.
You are not the knight in shining
Do the
armor.
thing, and I'm like, yo, let me just, I'm not doing the camera. Kick me to the camera, I record everything, and they just fucked that dude up, allegedly. And I'm there like, yo, what the fuck? And we came down, I put the camera, I said, yo, next time it's all of us, I got the camera, I ain't even gonna say nothing. Yo.
You are not the knight in shining shield. There you go.
So,
Shiny
but,
shield.
it shows that there's females there.
About that life.
Yeah.
There's definitely females about that life. I've seen more females than dudes that I would say, well, it's more females there, but I know females that are about that life.
Women.
God damn.
Dayroom.
Because you started off with the old generation and the new generation type of officer, right? how do you feel about those officers that got time on and are just miserable about the job?
stay
Because
away
these
from
are
it.
also officers that, you know, the new officers need to learn from.
I stay away from him. I got that from Captain Lomez. I've always stayed away from. He said, "Yo, if they not thinking corrections, or if they like, I'm not a mad person. So people who are mad at their jobs, I don't jive with. Old school slang right there. Pause. Like, no, I really can't. In this world, I don't deal with miserable people. Even when I'm in GRVC, when I was in GRVC, all they did was talk shit. Like 90% of the staff, I can't fucking stand this place. I hate this place. You know who I was with? I generally stayed with the people like, yo, we might get into a use today. They wasn't saying I can't stand this place. They knew what it was. We was trained to know what it was. You know when you start realizing that you can't stand a place? When you're away from it. Once you step away. So
That's what I was gonna say, because you know these officers with time on whatever, like they ready to retire, but they don't want to leave. So it's like you here miserable, and you telling me to leave, but you don't want to leave, and
they
you
generally be fucked up in the game.
ready to walk out.
Some of them be fucked up in the game. Some of them might have 20 plus years on and they can't leave because they fucked up in the game, so they need the money because they never planned for it.
They need the money, and also they've very invested so much time. They want to just see it to the end. How they say you
The
gotta
end.
see it through, my boy.
20
What's
years
the
was
end?
the end.
You ready? Yo, you ready to walk out? You could retire right now today.
Everything gives to you. They're giving you
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
Walk
okay.
the fuck out.
And then, but some of them are also used to that paycheck because even though you get
There you go.
the pension and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's-
that,
that's-
afterwards,
that's
it's,
the-
Wait. That's when I said they fucked up.
yeah. They didn't plan for their retirement.
Because shout out to I forget his name, the dude who used to work with the inmates that used to like, not the weekend warriors, but the people who used to have to clean up around outside the perimeter. Older black dude, smooth as fuck.
Jones.
It might have been Jones. He had 30 years in it. Could leave whenever the fuck he wanted to leave. You know when he left? They told him he was stuck for overtime one day. Motherfucker just took his shit off and said, yeah, I'm good.
It wasn't Jones. I think Jones is still there.
Nah, it wasn't Jones. It was, I forgot his name. He was a
He
light-skinned
stopped and he
motherfucker.
quit?
And all he did was talk about money. The minute he stopped you, he would talk about money. Brother, you know where your 401k is? Do you know where this is? He was like, yo, look at this account. I got $500,000 in this account.
I know
got
exactly who
other
you're talking
million in
about
this
now, yeah.
account. And all he would talk, he would talk to you
That was
about.
his motivation.
Yeah, because he was tight. Because he
He
said,
was-
I didn't understand this shit until I was 15 years in. And at 15 years in, I started learning about the shit. He said, I wish I would have had the first 15 years back.
So that's probably what he's trying to tell y'all now.
No,
Since y'all-
but guess
He
what?
was, but there was there's other people with
Guess
at the
what?
same time. And
Now,
they
I
just
want you to
like,
think
fuck
about
this.
what I said. He had 30 years in, right? He was a young brother, too. He might have been mid-50s with 30. With 30 in. Could retire whenever the fuck he felt like it. Guess what? When they stuck him for that double, he was like, what the fuck? Do you know who I am?
Nope.
I'm out of here. Because he had the money already set.
So he just quit. He's like, fuck it, I'm over it.
Yeah, he has the money. You can't tell somebody what to do when you're at that stage of the game, right?
I ain't
Now
got
you know.
nothing to lose. I'm out.
Now you know who you can tell? Somebody who
Just started.
didn't stave, who's fucked up in the game. They ain't got that support because they never planned for the future. That man been planning for the last 15 years. He's like, yo, when I leave, he even said, yo, I leave, I'm getting these little houses and I'm gonna rent them out to tourists. Like he had a whole fucking game plan. People who don't plan. I'm sorry to say, I'm one of those people who don't really plan. I plan, but I don't plan. I have a plan for myself.
I think you have
hope
an
it goes
outline.
through. I have an outline.
Outline. I say it's always good to have an outline, but don't plan. Because
No, I
what's the quote? Man plans, God laughs.
I don't know.
Because it's a quote that I've heard over and over again. Because some people they can have a plan all they want to, but it's not up to you if that shit's gonna go the way you want it to go to.
go.
Because things happen that are beyond your control. Shit, your body could turn against you for all you know. You know what I mean? So you can plan all you want to, but I feel like an outline is better because you can deviate from that and still get back to where you need to be.
Why is if I start losing my hairline right now, these hoes ain't gonna love me?
They love you
My
now
shit's
though.
almost gone.
I love
can't-
you.
I can't
That's
have
why. That's why I wear a mask so nobody see my hairline.
So they can't see the hairline?
So they can't see the headline.
Trust me,
That's all it is.
all I got is just looks in my dick. I mean, it is what it is.
Ew. I don't want to
But-
hear that.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So when it comes to the planning aspect, I got an outline for shit. I have an outline for the show. Like I didn't know where I wanted the show to go, but every day I focus it a little bit more to see where I wanted to go.
Outline. See that?
That's
Outline to your goal. Always to the end goal.
Dayroom.